Hi, welcome to the Quantity Surveying Studio. So in this video, we'll be looking into another function that you can do using Costx, and that is preparing a workbook. So workbook is just like a representation of the takeoff that you have done, or in simple terms, the BOQ, the bill of quantity. So this bill of quantity can be prepared inside Costx, and the tab that is used to prepare this is called workbook. So if you see here, I've already done some takeoffs here. I've already prepared dimension groups. This is for one of the projects that I'm currently doing. And I've already prepared some workbooks. So here, I just show you how a workbook looks like. So this is how a workbook looks like, similar to a bill of quantity. I have prepared different bills for different types of systems. So now let's see how you can prepare a workbook from the scratch. So for that, here there is a tab called Workbooks. Click on Add, then click on Add Workbook. Here you can give the name of your workbook. So here I'm just giving as test, insert. So now you can start preparing your workbook. So I'll just copy paste the descriptions and the headings from the already prepared workbook. So for example, you need to represent your addressable fire alarm control panel. So this is your heading, this is your subheading, and this is your item description. So just adding that. So then what you can do is from your dimension groups, wherever that particular item is. So here it is addressable fire alarm control panel. So if you see, this is the item. So what you can do is there are two ways by which you can make a workbook. One is by giving a description like this. Your description, sometimes the dimension group which you have prepared will not be like the actual required description of that items, which usually in a bill of quantity that needs to be required. There are some ways by which a bill of quantity is prepared, the item descriptions that you need to put down. So it, like if you have made the dimension group similar to that, then it is fine, easy. For example, here the description is addressable fire alarm control panel, but the dimension group which I have given is, sorry, this is not the dimension group. See, it is just fire alarm control panel. So here I have in detail what type of fire alarm control panel I have described. So one way to do is to add this required description, then go inside quantity, double click here. So a sub workbook opens up, and then you can just drag your item. So if you see here, there are different columns for count, length, width, height, and factor, quantity. These are for different workings that I'll show you what is the purpose of this. So this fire alarm control panel, since it is in numbers, what you have to do is you have to drag this to this column, count. So just drag it to count. So it will ask for different, how many decimal places is required, all those things. You can update that. So see, it came here. And if you go back, this is to go back to the initial level. So this is level 1. Sorry, this is level 2. So go back to the level 1. So for that, just click here. So automatically the quantity has updated. So this is one way. Now if your dimension group was also similar to like this, you could have just dragged it directly here in this description. For example, if you see here, fire alarm control panel, just drag it. Again, it asks for all these descriptions, some properties, just give us update. See, it has been updated, but the name is similar to what dimension group name you have used. So if it was, for example, just delete this row. If we can just rename this as addressable fire alarm control panel. So we have updated the dimension group with the required name. So now what you can do is you can easily just drag it to the description column. See, it is automatically updated here. Now these level 1, that is, this part will come into picture or will be usually useful when you do the linear measurements like cable or water supply or all those pipes, ducts. So that is when this level will be useful. So I'll show you an example. So if you see here, refrigerant piping, 16 meters. So how that came? If you go inside, see for example, this is a refrigerant pipe length which you have calculated. And also you can see this dimension group, or you can see where this length has come just by right clicking and clicking on show dimension group. So it will show in the drawing where this 11 meters is. So this is where it has been highlighted. So if you see here, you have added some drops. So usually drops and all you will not get inside your drawing, so you need to add it extra. So what I've done here is, after dragging this quantity, if you see here, before I had dragged the fire alarm control panel in the count column, but here if you see it is under length column because it is measured in length. So this I have dragged. Then what I have done is I have added some drops here. Then there are two numbers of drops, and I have the height is 1.5. And if you see here, I have also multiplied both these by 1.1. That is, I have added a wastage factor. So the length will be multiplied with 1.1. A 10% extra has been added. So I'll just show you from scratch how this calculation of piping was done. I'll just copy paste these headings. So refrigerant piping, so this is the dimension groups that I've created. 11 meters horizontal I've measured from the layouts. Then there are two numbers of drops happening. So you can go to level 2 now, double click. Now you have to drag this pipe to the length column. So we're dragging it to the length column. So the decimal places is 2, so update. So the 11.02 measurement has come. Now there are two drops, so this I can drag to the count column. Okay, so now this is in meter, this is in count. So there are two drops. The height of these drops I've taken it as 1.5. So this is automatically changed because it will be multiplied 2 into 1.5, that multiplied answer will come here. Now to add the factors, 10% I'm adding extra, so put 1.1 here. So here see, it has changed to 12, and again 1.1 here. It has changed to 3. So total is, if you just drag and see, the sum 15.4. So if you go back to your first level, see 15.4, it is rounded off to 16. That is the total length that has come. Now this workbook can also be exported to an Excel. So for that, you can just click to export workbook to Excel. Click on it. It will ask you how many levels you need the Excel to show you. Now, right now we have made 2 levels. So you can give that 2 levels. Give the name, then export. Click where you can save. So I'm saving it as test. If you go to the desktop, test. So it has been exported. You can just format it according to your required way with all the headings and in a way how a BOQ looks. So this small video has been useful for you to understand how a workbook is created, how different calculations can be done inside a workbook. So thanks a lot for watching this video. Take care. Bye.